Welcome back, guys, and once again I'm going to be teaching you how to make coins on FIFA 23. So if you're new around here and you need coins, drop a like down below, and of course if you want a copy of EAFC for free, make sure to subscribe and send proof over on Instagram. We're giving away 5 more when we hit 15k. We've already got 7 being announced tomorrow, so make sure to get your entries in. And as usual, if you need coins in a faster way, well, so if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below, make sure to click the link in the description, and let's get into it. So as usual, guys, we need to find some ways to make you coins in order to do the methods in the first place. Now there's a really easy one that's just come out that you guys are all going to be all over. First of all, take yourself over to icons. So you've got a couple options here. Of course, the first 2 SBCs in every icon, you've got 11 bronzes or 11 silvers. It gets you a tradable 2 rare gold players pack, and you guys know from doing the untradable ones, the weight on these is insane, and EA aren't really able to change the pack weight that much. So when you do open packs like this that are really good untradable, the tradable one, which you can rarely get and pretty much only get in icon SBCs, is always absolutely ace. Now the other option that of course we get once a week, I need to save these because I need to probably do some of these at some stage, but the other one that we get once a week, of course, is the absolutely beautiful throwback marquee matchup. So by going on here, you've got Feyenoord versus PSV, you got Borussia Dortmund versus Freiburg. Are those good? Not really, but Inter Milan and Chelsea versus Fulham. So these 4 teams are going to give you 4 really easy filters from the off today. So what we're going to do is we're going to try Inter versus Milan, of course, first. And I say Inter versus Milan as if it isn't Inter Milan versus AC Milan, but that's how they wrote it, and I was just reading off the script. So we're going to be popping in Serie A. I say script, I was reading off the screen. I don't have a script. I think it's pretty obvious by how off the cuff my videos are that these are not scripted. But you're looking at not much movement on the market from the looks of things. So on the first set of teams, you've got a commons filter. Realistically, you're going to want to get them for 500 coins and sell them on for 750. Inter Milan, similar story, 500 coins, sell them on for 750. We don't have a lot in terms of a filter out of those 2. And next we've got Chelsea and Fulham. So we've got to see if we can kind of grasp a filter from one of those. Unfortunately, marquee matchup doesn't have the same kind of killer effect it used to. Now, it does look like it's quite a good one on Chelsea because you've got quite a lot of commons there. But all 4 of these, I think from the looks of things, are going to be commons filters. So we've got 4 sort of 500 coin common filters. So they're a good place to start off. But obviously, when you got a bit more coins, you want to move on from them pretty quickly. And of course, guys, don't forget to be doing your 10 coin packs. I know this is a random one, but it's a good little pack. You're pretty much getting it for free, and it might have something good at the end of the day. Most days it won't, I know that, but it's always worth a try. Oh, and we've just got ourselves what is a very good example of why you should do your preview packs. We've just managed to get ourselves Alisson in this one here. I'm going to put the full clip in. I was pretty much just flexing in the camera initially, but yeah, we've got Alisson there. Always worth doing the preview pack. I'll obviously buy it with coins. I do have FIFA points, but that would be a waste. Nice little return because we've got an 89 Alisson out of it. So realistically, what we're getting back from that, like 30k? 20k. So realistically from that, it's a good return. It's a good return. And of course, when you do that, you get to do the next preview pack. So it's like a little bit of a gift. You get a second one. Maybe that's good as well. You've kind of got the 50-50 there. As you know, wow, that's quite a player heavy pack. That actually might be profitable as well. I might have to cop that one too. This is not a method, so don't sit here thinking, oh yeah, he's trying to show us this method, this is terrible. It's not a method. It's just when you get loads of players, that's essentially, I can quick sell all of that and pretty much get back near enough 7k. So when you're that close to the mark, I would always do the pack because there's a chance that you get another one and then it might be good. You know, we've had Alisson, we've had that pack there which was like close to profit. And then here we've got one where we're going to leave it, and that's the end of the day for that. Now, guys, I did a video yesterday, and the audio file corrupted, but I went through pretty much all the Italian filters that you can get on FIFA 23. And unfortunately, the video just decided, you know what, we don't want sound on this one. Now, you've got a couple options when you go over to Italian filters. I'm going to run you through every single one. Now, starting off, of course, we're not going to start with informs because that's a little bit too spenny. We start off with a base filter, which I'm not going to do much more than just show you. It's MLS, Gold Rare, Italy. You get Insigne and Chiellini. We've used it as a base filter a lot because it's a brilliant base filter. 84. You only need about 2 or 3k at the minute, but that's not really going to make us the coinage that we want. Now, in all fairness, I will say that you can obviously take Italy and go through pretty much every special filters, and you will find something good in each one. Unfortunately, with the man of the match cards, they're a bit useless, but Team of the Week is a good place to start. You can see Donnarumma there kind of being the good Team of the Week that you're actually going to find. If you go over to around the 15k mark, you're going to find a lot of 84s, 85s, and as you can see here at the 12,750, this is where we kind of knock off in the pricing. Realistically, you're going to sell any informs at the minute for about 13,000 coins. You want to pick them up for 12 as a minimum, because that's where you're going to make a decent bit of profit. As you can see here, we've got 2 sitting on the market. You will be able to snipe them for as low as 11, some for even like sort of 10, 500, because people still min list because people are just silly. Unfortunately, guys, if you go over to the World Cup Path to Glory, you won't find any Italians because my Kings did not actually make it this year. Fantasy Foot Heroes, you've only got Di Natale, so it's not really as diverse as you'd maybe like it to be. Fantasy Foot, we literally have nothing. Foot Birthday, we did get a double of Pacina, and then you've also got El Shaarawy. So although El Shaarawy's card has got a little bit more value than Pacina, you do have a nice little filter which you can pop at kind of the 20k mark, where you've got both of the Pacina cards. So you've got his 5-star weak foot and his 5-star skills. I've showed them the opposite way around, but you get the picture. And then of course you do have the choice of El Shaarawy coming up. He's not going to come up loads, but it's nice to have the availability. Obviously, Foot Birthday icon, you can kind of ignore for this one. It's only going to be Maldini. Luckily, with our Centurions, we've got ourselves quite a few. So you've got Calabara, you've got Barrega, you've got Pellegrini, you've got Quagliarella, which is actually the technical pronunciation of his name. You're going to be looking at, once again, at this one. These are kind of all lower value, like special card filters, but the reality is right now, it's actually a really good place to be. 16k for specials, and then you can literally, I mean, unfortunately someone's been a nonce and listed one for 16k with hours and hours and hours, so you actually just have to snipe this one. You can't do compare price, but 16k, EA tax is 800 coins. You can just spam out 15k, and I can assure you, no one's really spending their time sniping low value Centurions right now, so you will definitely be able to bag quite a few nice little snipes. When you go over to Foot Heroes, you have the perfect filter. We've got Marchisio and Di Natale, a filter which across most of the year were 400k, 200k, and now it's 20k. So, you know, my Kings have fallen from grace, unfortunately. You know, they haven't really held their value like your Mbappes and things like that, because they're simply not as good. But I think they're still in packs, which means, you know, obviously they're going to be a lot cheaper than most cards. You're looking at 20k for the sell-on. EA tax is going to be 1,000 coins. You only need to pick them up for 19 to make a good profit, and that's always a win, especially for you guys on the lower budget. It's just easy. I think we may have just missed a snipe there. Have we, or have we? Kind of. That's 500 coins that we're profiting there. It's not great because it's not. We're only making 500. I would have rather made a K minimum. I try and these days just go for, if the EA tax is a K, you should be making a K. If the EA tax is 10k, you should be making at least like 5 or 6. You know, you want to be making a good bit compared to what EA is making. Otherwise, you're just basically working for EA for free. If you go over to Italian Monster Watches, unfortunately, as you can see, we do not have anything there. Level up, from the scenes of things, nothing. Icon's not worth doing. Out of position, we do have Berardi, and it does look like they berated us with nothing else. And although that they should have had every single player who played in the Euros as a rule breakers card, we only actually got Bonucci. So where there should be a filter because they are filthy rule breakers, unfortunately we didn't get one. And for those of you who are confused of me calling Italians kings and also calling them filthy rule breakers, I am part Italian, about 30%, and the rest, you know, I'm probably like 50% English, and then that 20 we have about 30 other countries in that little 20%. But unfortunately, I'm England when it comes to football, and we did take a fat L. Now, we've got a couple options when you go over to the Team of the Seasons. Not just Serie A. Of course, you can take yourself to multiple leagues, as you can see. You can go through multiple positions. There isn't really much breakdown in terms of leagues that's worth it, because they're kind of similarly priced across all leagues. You really want to just go Italian. I'd say go defender, midfielder, attacker. That's probably the best way to run it. And a nice little wholesome filter to round it all up. We've got Italy, League One, and PSG. We've got Verratti and Donnarumma, who both, to be honest, some of their I mean, that card was absolutely brilliant. I can't lie, that Verratti Team of the Season is probably one of the sexiest cards you can have in game. Unfortunately, it's got no value because the game, nothing has value in this game anymore. But I honestly really enjoyed using it when I did. It is in an SBC now because everything's in an SBC now. If you're new around here and you want a chance of winning a free EAFC game, even if you didn't enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.